Welcome to my channel. Today I just want to do a little sign by sign jump in what is happening in the beginning of January for you, because there is a lot of happening in the sky right now, and we have a Pluto and Mars opposite, and we have a change of the nodes on the 13th. So the January is an intense month, and so I want to look at each sign just by I drew a creator's card, and to have a theme, and you saw this in the thumbnail before I started this video, and so you can just jump to your sign if you want to. I want to show you the card that I drew from the Creator's deck for each of the signs, and then I drew Lenormand cards. I clarify with astrology cards, and maybe I draw a couple of tarot cards to see what is happening underneath, and then I give you an animal spirit that is supporting you. So these messages are for support, because there's a lot of energy shifting in this month, and I want to be of service in this way. So the card for Aries was "You Are Epic." So that's a beautiful start to start with in the month of January. We see what's the theme underneath while this is happening, and what questions will come up. And there is something that is about money, and a clarification and courage to voice things that are needed to be voiced right now. And it's about maybe it's about a male figure. This can be a masculine person in your life, and this can be a feminine person in your life. This can be just if we don't take it personal as a person, it can be just being courageous about things that don't work in the straight way, right? It's like it's a little bit complicated. So, but you are courageous, and that's a good message. So that's not something really bad happening. You have a lot of courage to show who you are, and this is either in the way of how you deal with money, how you deal with issues with money, how you deal with communication about money, and it's about soul connection as well. So this can be a soul connection as well, how you deal with soul connections in this way. So there is something coming up in your life that is dealing with these kinds of things, and the soul connection would lead me to the shift of nodes. The north node will walk out of your first house. So you dealt with coming to conclusions with yourself and heading towards your own needs and wants in the last 1.5 years. And now you're shifting, the north node is shifting into the 12th house. And this can be something about spirituality. This can be about connections that are not in the near neighborhood. This can be something that is far away, in faraway lands. And this is about soul connections as well. The 12th house is something that is hidden from us, and the soul is hidden as well, right? This can be something maybe you are interested more like you were before in spirituality. So that is something where you are heading into a place where oneness, into the oneness, you are heading into these places where this can be lived. And this is coming from the place where you allowed yourself to be the Aries that you are, and this is the now they both want to go with me. So being at the end of the north node running through your house, we have the north node here, and we have the 4th house. So it's about it reestablished your foundation, and reestablishing this foundation meant that you learned to create something for yourself. You know now what you want and how you want to show up in relationship to others. So that's a really good message. So you will deal with this in a really good way. And whatever comes up in this shift, and whatever comes up in money questions, you are courageous, you are, and this is what this card is saying, is you are epic, right? So you're dealing with this, you're dealing with complications, and you're courageous about it, and that's a good sign. And you are founded, and you have a strong foundation, and you have the establishment of the North Node where you're headed in this way. You are solid in your approach to this. So, and then we have it again, right? We have this being solid, being founded in, rooted in your own your own way of being rooted and being grounded, being embodied and sure about yourself. And then the King of Swords is someone who has mental constructs, who is able to find solutions because he's able to think in a straight way, right? And the Ace of Pentacles is showing us that there is something you want to give. That's something, this can be something in a monetary way, because we had the money in the beginning. So it's something you are offering to someone, and maybe there is something that is needed in these complications, where you're offering something and where you can hold the balance, you know. There is even, this can be a person as well, this can be people, this I would say there is a relationship that is heading towards the balance that you want it to be, and you offer something for it. So you are courageous about yourself, about your foundation, and you are okay with giving something. And so there we have the dove spirit. We have two of them, and we have the dove spirit and you yourself being peace, and the dog spirit as someone who is really loyal and to, yeah, who is really loyal to people, to situations, to you are, as the card said, you are epic. Aries, this beginning of the year is a solid one for you, because you are so grounded in yourself. That is beautiful. So thank you so much for being here. And now we go to Taurus. So, Taurus, the card that I drew for you was fearless expression. So we'll see where this is heading, and we have the whole thing in your life happening. And the Mars retrograde is happening in your fourth house, and it's heading back into your third house, and it's in your the Pluto is in your 10th house. So, and the nodes shift into a place where it is your 11th house. So it's about your communities, it's about the places you connect to other people. That's not the right place. So we'll see where this is heading. And that can be that you felt in this way you felt stuck. And this can be on a monetary level, or it can be on a level where you connected to other people, or where you, if we go to the first card, the expression, the fearless expression, it can be that this felt about you expressing yourself and not being recognized in a way. So you felt stuck in a way, and that's that's we have the divine feminine energy. That's you are ruled by Venus, right? And so that's in your sign. That is, of course, you are a feminine sign. It's about receiving. It's about your resources, and maybe that's what happened. When we have Pluto in the 10th house now, it is being recognized and having the idea that you are not, and yet that you feel stuck in a way, and the sickle is cutting this away. So we have always this moment where this sickle is cutting this way. So you will be recognized. That's staying this way, allowing yourself to express yourself fearlessly, and to stay in this feminine energy. That's not about doing, it's about expressing and receiving at the same time. And maybe it happened to you that you felt that there is not enough recognition and then you have to do something else. And I would say that's not true. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your own expression. Stay true to the things that you want to show and what feel right for you. Yeah. And then we have it. We have this moment of clarity where your recognition will come true. And that's it's your journey to stay in this place. And maybe that's something that happened before to you, that you when you didn't get the recognition, or you stepped into this feminine part of yourself where you have this active side of receiving, allowing life to flow through you, that you weren't recognized, so that you like collapsed and you said, okay, I have to do something else. I don't know how that works, but I have to do something else. And I think that's not true. Yeah. And see, there we go. We have all of these emotional cards that show us that you please stay in your emotional side, and stay in your way how you express yourself, because the recognition will come. That's oh, now I dropped all my cards. But and stay in this place, and stay in this feminine part of receiving, because the recognition will come. And you will be successful with it. You will be happy and fulfilled with it, because pleasure will come. That's how it ends up. You have the Princess of Cups. That's someone offering something emotional to you, and the Empress is the embodiment. And that's for me always connected to Taurus. It's the embodiment of your own expression, right? Yeah, and we have the wolf to turn knowledge into wisdom, and that's the knowledge that comes with your embodiment, and that comes with your kind of expression. And there is a lot of wisdom in there. And even if you are even in a way, in a spiritual way, expressing yourself where you connect to the other side, where you connect to people on the other side, or whatever you do, right? You know what you do. But that's a journey you were on. You had to experience this ideas of, and the loops that come with not being recognized, and because you had to learn to really step into this fearless expression, and to stay there, and to say, that's me. That's how I work, that's how I do things, and that's how it's supposed to be. And I can just say, please stay there, Taurus, because that's the place where you will be recognized, and where you get the things that you really want to experience, and where you feel emotionally fulfilled and embodied. And that's this leap of faith, and the grasshopper allow yourself to express in the way that feels right for you. So that's January for you. That seems to be an exciting month where this changes, this stagnation changes. So thank you for being here. So, and now we have Gemini. And Gemini had the shift, the way to new potential. So there is something big happening in Gemini. And that's, of course, it's happening in the Pluto is in your 9th house. So there is really a big shift happening in your perception of the world, in the perception of your beliefs, in everything, how you deal with life, how you experience life, how you interact and communicate with life. Because Pluto and Mars is on the 9th and 3rd axis. It's about communication in your own belief system. And Mars moves backwards into the 2nd house, so how you feel about all of these things and how you experience yourself digesting all of these things you experience. And then the North Node shifts from your 11th house into your 10th house. So the North Node is inviting you to get out there. Show yourself. And then we have Pandora's box, and we have the lily, and we have the dog. And this feels like there is something in your mind and in your belief system that will shift, because Pluto is in your 9th house. So it will be, your whole belief system will shift and will transform. And that's coming with this Pandora's box, the idea that everything will be burned down in flames, or go down in flames. And that's about catastrophizing. That's about your idea that nothing will work out. And it is coming from your family that brought you up. So somebody told you that you cannot make it. And this is a belief system that has to change, because it's not true. That's a belief that held on to you tight like a loyal friend, right? But it's a false belief. And Pluto will bring this to light. Pluto will show you how you thought in a different way, in a difficult way for yourself, and how to deal with it now, as you recognize that this is a belief that someone planted in your head. And that wasn't true. That was cruel, Gemini. That was cruel. And then we have the 11th house. It's about community, and maybe that's your connection to communities. Maybe that's something that will help you to make this shift, because you feel the connection in this community through the friendliness and the loyalty that is in this community there for you. And so you can see that this belief isn't true. And community shows you that this isn't true. And that's a beautiful thing. And to have this Cancer there, it's showing you that this way of dealing with your emotions in the place of your 2nd house, when Mars goes retrograde into your 2nd house, that's dealing with your own values. And with why do I think those things, and how did I go to this place? How did I get here, and how did I get in this place where I don't believe anything good about myself? And that's the shift that is happening now, because now you realize that wasn't true and that isn't true, and you have you are highly valuable to to people in communities and in working places, in the places in the tribe where you belong. And that's really beautiful, because you realize how valuable you are on a really emotional level. So there is a choice to be made, and it's about opening yourself up to your emotions and getting your mind under control, so that you can allow yourself to step into these emotions. You know, the Gemini mind, of course, does often intellectualize emotions, but to allow these things and to make the choice in this moment, to make the choice to feel whatever wants to be felt. And even those Pandora's box feelings, the hopelessness, there is so much challenging emotions in this box of Pandora, but at the bottom of the box there is hope. So allow yourself to feel these emotions, and to keep your mind in check. And that means that we need to feel what needs to be felt, but we don't have to tell a story about it. So we can just allow ourselves to feel it in our body, and then to step into the next step, to let it go, and not to tell a story about it, to keep it. And that's really lovely, because that's the power that comes with the mind and with emotions as well. If we allow ourselves to feel the emotions that are there, and allow ourselves to stay in our frequency of being, not telling a story and pitying ourselves, right, for whatever happened in your life, and to set boundaries to other people. If other people treat us like this, and telling us that we are not worth something, that we are not worth working with, we are not worth stepping into the next phase of relationship, then it's just setting boundaries and telling those people where the boundary is. And this is a shift that is really beautiful, because it sets you free. This woman just gets out of this box and sets herself free. And this is coming with a shift in January, where you choose to allow yourself to feel the emotions, get your mind in check, and then set healthy boundaries to be able to dream your emotional world into being. That's really beautiful. Thank you so much, Gemini. That's a pretty intense January, but it is really successful. We have the 10 of Cups in here, so you will find your way through this emotional shift that you're about to experience. Thank you for being here. So, we have Cancer. And Cancer got the card follow through. And follow through means you have to walk your talk. And you have to bring things to an end, I think. We'll see where this is heading. We have the arch, we have the dreams and the destination where you're at, and this is about, it's about your working place, it's about your destination. Where are you heading? What is it that you want to experience in your life, in your working place? You have a straight goal. Maybe you set yourself, you set goals, and this is the invitation to follow through, to have a pathway where you can step by step, and not to try to jump the line, and to step into the next phase of your working experience. So that is about vocation, right? That's what I would say. It's about your vocation and where you are heading what you want to experience in your life. So there is a real goal, right? And this is the invitation to allow yourself to digest the last experiences and to step into the quality of Virgo that often comes with precise step-by-step motion, right? To follow through. That's a Virgo thing, follow through. Step by step, go through this, you get from A to B. And this is shining your light as well and allowing yourself to be the bright, shining light that you've got in your heart right now. And it's Mars heading your way and retrograding into your sign. It's about you experiencing yourself in a way where Mars is not in his best place, but it's about feeling how that feels, right? And it can be that there is an issue in where Pluto moves through your 8th house in the moment, and will do it the next 20 years, I guess. Moves through your 8th house, so it will change all the dark places where you could hide, even in because your 8th house is Aquarius, even in the places where you hide, where you try to get a bigger picture about something. So that's the chance to really step into your own light, shine your light. And that's a Leo card, right? This is the heart of the lion that is in your 1st house, allows you to really follow through with your emotions, not just by setting goals, just shining your light and following your own heart step by step to walk through this gate or archway to move into your destination that you really, really long for. And that's beautiful. And the North Node is changing signs, and it walked through your 10th house, through Aries, and walks into your 9th house. So it is about changing your beliefs about your own emotional strength to succeed in the way you want to succeed. So that's about you showing yourself that you can follow through. Maybe you had the idea that you are not able to do this, but you are. And you have to leave behind things that didn't help you on your path, and that is changing your perspective on something. And maybe that's about your own energy. Maybe you put yourself in a bubble with your own emotions, with your own creativity. You put yourself in a bubble, and the cat is confirming this, where you have to get out of your bubble, where you don't have to protect yourself like this. You have to move away from these ideas that come with the cups not filled, right? This is the spilled cups, where you walk away from these ideas, and to change your perspective, to be able to follow through, and to allow yourself to step out of your bubble, to step into your light that you want to shine in this lifetime. And there is again, show your worth, and it's the nightingale as well. So it is about show your worth. It is, you are worth it. You are able to follow through. You are able to get through these destinations that you want to get to. You have to let go of the ideas that come with your own creativity, your own bubble you are in, and beliefs about emotions and about your own ability to follow through. And so step into this place of love and know your own worth. It's about your self-worth we're talking about in this moment. And step out of your own way. And that's what you will be able in January, when this whole change happened. So, Cancer, this will be exciting, I guess. This will be really exciting. So, and now we have Leo. Move beyond intention to belief. And that's an interesting way to put it. Leo is experiencing this whole Leo retrograde, this Mars retrograde in a specific way because it's in your sign. Of course, it is happening in your sign, and it's in your 7th house. So it starts in your 1st house and your 7th house. So it's about all of your relationships, and Pluto is changing your relationships and how you show up in this world. And then it moves back into the 12th house and cleans up the emotional baggage you bring with you. And it's even the things in the 12th house is even the things that hold you back, right? These are the hidden patterns that come with holding yourself back by things that you don't know how to deal with. And this is beautiful because it is showing you that there is a big wish that you will have to step into in the next weeks. And I guess that this will be starting in January. You will have an opportunity to step into something and to grow into something. That's an invitation. That is someone heading your way, something heading your way. That is like a wish fulfillment. And you will have to decide something. And that's maybe you thought you would do it at one point, but you never follow through. And so this is about move beyond this place where you just intend to do something and believe that you can do it. And so we have the Cancer that's in the 12th house. I thought that would be really something that is important for Leo. And it's about your home and your emotions that are holding you back from shining your light as you could. So there's something underneath that needs to be cleared out. And I think that's the moment where your intention stays an intention and not goes into the next phase where you follow through, where you decide something to step into something new, and where you decide to grow as you want to grow. And that's what Mars retrograde will do in your 4th house. So that's the foundation. That's in your case. It would be a Scorpio, right, in the 4th house. But Cancer is your 12th house. So it is about the hidden things that are in your foundation that hold you back to believe in yourself. Believe in your light, believe in the magic that comes with your ideas and with your decision that help people grow, that help yourself grow, that is something that is so beautiful. And that's what you don't believe, right? And so to step into this place where you allow yourself to question those beliefs and to question, and that's a beautiful card of the inspiration, that the inspiration of your new creations, and maybe someone heading your way that is inspiring you on a really creative level. And to step out of this idea of mind games that you play with yourself about ideas, and then stepping on this page is walking on a sword with bare feet. So stepping out of this place and allow yourself to not just have ideas over ideas, step into the place where the spark is creating something. And that's what the King of Wands does, right? It's a creator. It's someone who is bringing things into the world. And maybe that's you, after you allowed yourself to move beyond the intention into the belief. That you believe in yourself and in your own creations, that you see the ace and the spark that comes with your emotions and with your creativity that helps you to move beyond and to step into the magic that you want to create. And this is what you can see clearly now. Trust in life, trust in the magic that life brings, even if you are in a situation right now where it is difficult. You can see the patterns now, and Mars will help you moving through your 12th house, seeing the patterns that held you back until now, because now that's changing. And you are stepping into your security of creation. You make magic real. And that's the journey you are on, and that's not a comfortable one, because you have to walk through the whole foundation to find the place where you have these intentions and where you stand in your own way, and to change them and to allow this spark to create something really magical that is happening. And the beginning is in January. It's a creative space. It's a great place to start the new year, and it will be amazing because that's coming true. There is something really magical happening. Thank you, Leo, for being here and for sitting here with me to do this for the first time, to go step by step through all of these signs. So we'll see what this will be in the end. And now we have Virgo. And Virgo comes with stop, drop, ground. That's his thing. So, Virgo, I think that's something that is inviting you to see how far you've come. See the work. Look into the past year and to see yourself creating or whatever you did. But you did a lot. And now can you just take a breath. And there we got the island. And maybe that's how you feel, right? Where you think you have to do it, everything you have to do it on your own. And that's not true. Yet now in the moment you have to take a breath, and you have to take a moment to sit down, to reevaluate, to honor yourself for the path you walked, and to stay in this present moment, because there is something heading your way that seems to be a new love. And it's about, and can be even loving something in a new way. But it can be really a new love. So, and Pluto is walking through your 6th house right now, and Mars is opposite to this in your 12th house. So you are unconsciously and like moved forwards by your own energy of wanting to do something, wanting to create something. And that's the invitation to step back for a moment and to pause for a moment, because there is nothing to do. You did the work. And that's really beautiful, because you did the work. And the North Node went through your 8th house, so you went into the shadow work. You had to go into the shadow work. You had to find the places where you hide things from yourself. And now you're stepping into, the North Node is stepping into your 7th house, and that's your house of relationship, and that's the place where you step into union consciousness again, where you step into spirituality in communication to others, in relationship to others. And maybe it is about finding a new place to love, finding a new way to love, and something that you are relating in the moment to is something you will really, really love. And there we have the action will come in divine timing. And it's about this, and it's beautiful because it's the 7th house where the North Node is entering into Pisces. And it's about the alliance and the doing together. That's not you being an island. It's not you having to do anything on your own. It's creating something from the place of love, a new beginning, and then to step into the action with someone else, with other people. These are the geese, right? And they work together, they fly together, they share the energy together. So that's where you are heading, and that's beautiful. So take a moment to not act like you have to be an island. You have to do it all on your own. You don't. And there you can see that this is the wanting to, the need to create together, to be in a place where you are inspired. The ships will come in. Something is heading your way that will be given to you. And even the Page of Cups is when pigs fly. It's like on an emotional level, dreams will come true. And it's something will be given to you that will lead to this place where you experience yourself in these alliances, in these collaborations, and acting from this place. That seems to be much easier. And then you can let go of the idea that you have to do it all on your own because nobody else can. And there we have the Swan. That's your deep dive, where you have to get into the place of the Mars retrograde, and that's in your 12th house. So that's in Leo in your 12th house and heading into the 11th. So that's a deep dive, because your Mars retrograde will show up in the themes that are hidden from you. But Pluto in your 6th house would show that this is about the working place now, you know. So it's time to take a deep, and time to collaborate. We have the alliance the second time, and we have this idea of something is given to you, and maybe there are resources that are given to you, and you can step into the time of collaboration and time to dive deep. And that's a beautiful card too as well, right? To step into this beauty that comes with it, to step out of this island idea. And now it's time to take a breath, and that's what the January is about, to step back, to drop your things that you have in your hand right now that you are doing, and step back and take a breath, and to allow these collaborations to come in to bring you into another space in your life. So thank you so much for being here, and we walk to Libra. And we have Creator Alchemy for Libra. So that's a beautiful thing as well. So that's creating something, and maybe with someone else. There is the Pluto Mars dynamic happening in your 5th and 11th house. And it's walking back, Mars is walking back into the 10th house. So it is about creation and showing up, expression in the outer world. But Pluto is changing your 5th house, and the 5th house is, for me, the house of creation. And it's about the house of children. It's about the house of falling in love again. And it's about alchemy. Love as alchemy. And there is your feminine power. You know, the South Node walked through your sign the last 1.5 years, and that left no stone unturned. So you had to face a lot of things that made you feel uncomfortable, because you had to let them go. The South Node is not where we're heading, right? So the North Node was in your opposite sign, was in Mars, and it's heading now into Pisces. So, and that is in your 6th house. So the North Node is heading there, and to see what is your day-to-day life about. What is it? Where can you connect the power that you have in this forward moving of your feminine energy that's active receiving, right? And the star that you are following. You know now, after the South Node went through your sign, you know what your North Star is, what you want to experience in this life, and what you want to what you want to follow, what you want to be. And there we have Virgo as a digestion, as something following through step by step, and arriving in your own self. And that's a beautiful thing, because that's the combination of following through step by staying in your power for yourself and staying in your own way of being, right? That's knowing who you are. It's often that Libras know who they are in a relationship, who they want to be, and how they want to balance, and what is it about me, what is it about other people. And this is the clarity that you know who you are right now. You know, and this card showed up a lot, right? So that is really interesting. And there's you shining your light, right? Shining your light, you found your own North Star inside of yourself. That's the Hermit, showing us that there is something will be given to you. And this can be something like resources, something like this. And you show the world that you found your own North Star in this. And this is leading towards the really fulfillment of emotions that you long for. And this can be something where you're heading into the area where you led to be. And that's following your own star, right? And then we have the pig, and being at home, the wombat and the pig as use your mind wisely. Yes, that's the Hermit. The Hermit uses the light and the mind wisely, and Virgo does it as well, as someone who is doing things in a proper way. And to find the balance inside of yourself, and to be at home in your first house. This is arrival and be at home. This is what January is about in your life, Libra. So that's a beautiful start to be in, to head into this fulfillment and to have this change in this way. That's great. So looking forward to see you thrive in this and following your own star. And we have the Scorpion. And then we see that the change maker makes waves. Yes, that's Scorpio being in a leadership role now. And that's not hiding anywhere under a stone. That's being in the present moment, in the outer world, showing yourself as the beautiful leader as that you are. And that's maybe something that is happening right now for you. So that's being in the public eye. That's where we can see this, and you will be successful in being this leader that you want to be, and that others perceive you as. That's you are moving forwards into the open, and to express yourself and be the change maker that you really are. And just a little bit of patience needed to see the results of this, because it will come. The results will come. That's absolutely true. And we have this card, and that's the third house. It's about communication. And we have this one, and it's Sagittarius, it's expand. And that's what I said. For you, Scorpio, there will be something happening in the next month, and that's the whole change thing, the change of the nodes, and the whole thing with Mars Pluto, with the Mars Pluto axis. It starts, the retrograde of Mars starts in your 10th house. So that may be the invitation to be a little bit patient about it, because you want to move forward, you want to see the results, but maybe you don't at the moment, and to be a little bit of patient, because there is something that wants to revisit when Mars retrogrades into your 9th house, because there can be something about your beliefs about yourself, if you can be the change maker, if you are this leader that you want to be, and if you allow yourself to be seen and make waves as well, to be out in the open, and to allow the results to come in as well. And that's allowing the expansion and allowing yourself to communicate and to be out in the open. And that's the time that you need while the North Node is heading into your 5th house. That's about creation, right? It's about the union consciousness, about creation, spirituality, and your 5th house. It's about the creation in a spiritual realm. But it will be successful. That's really how it shows up. It's just a little bit, you have to be a little bit patience about it. And someone heading your way, someone loving you on a deeper level, wanting to give something to you. And it's about balancing your emotions. On the one hand, maybe you are in love right now with someone, and you have to balance your emotions like the moon does, not falling into the dark places of the ocean, where you lose yourself, right? To see which kind of movement do you want to take to balance yourself. And that's where temperance comes in and tells you, yeah, that's where we balance the emotions and the things we do. And that's where you are heading. That's a beautiful thing. So it's just a little bit, you're a little bit fiery to expand, right? So that's the patience part of it. And it's allowing yourself to let magic work through you, and to be in the beginner's mind, right? That's not expectation. That's not expecting things to happen now. It's about allowing yourself to be in the beginner's mind, to be in awe about whatever comes up. Magic comes up, Scorpio. This is changing, and this is heading into your 5th house, and into the axis of your being seen and out in the open, and it will be successful. Just a little moment, wait a moment, and stay in this place of communication, and see whatever comes up in the area where Mars gets retrograde, and see whatever held you back before, that didn't allow you to step into the change maker that makes waves. Maybe there was someone standing in your own way, and this could be, of course, with a Scorpio not being so comfortable in being outward, right, and showing the emotions in the outside world. So, but you're going there. And then we have the Sagittarius. And we have welcome the divine masculine. So something is heading your way that is about relationships, or about a really active power in your life. And this can be a masculine figure. This can be someone who is a doer. And can you allow this to enter your life? And that's luck heading your way. And the magic lamp is like dreams and wishes come true, and you have to decide it. At one point you have to make a decision, because that's a moment where you are on a crossroad. And that's really fitting to part where Leo is Mars is in your 8th house right now, retrograde, and it's in the 9th house, and it's heading back into the 8th house. So the ninth house is with your beliefs. You had to, with Pluto in the 3rd, you had to see the truth about some of your beliefs. That isn't a easy task, because at one point, you know, as a Sagittarius, you think that everything that you say is about truth, and that's your truth. That's why you believe it, and that's what it is. And you had to overcome this, because the Pluto is in your 3rd house now, and it will stay there. So it will turn every stone around that is about communication and belief. And even if you think that this is how the world is, it will change. And with a Mars retrograde, it is diving deep into your 8th house. It's about the issues that come with abandonment, and that is showing you that you were like you were conditioned in a way that has to be reviewed now. And this can be something how you perceived yourself in the outer world, how you showed up as a Sagittarian in your beliefs, and that's the axis of the 4th and the 10th house, right? It's your own base and the area where you see yourself in the outer world. And so that's changing now. And you have to face a couple of things that come with this change, and to welcome the divine masculine in your life, and whatever that is in your life. Maybe that is a partner if you are into masculine traits. That's someone heading your way who has these traits. And maybe that's someone showing up, but it's coming with the action of the 4th and 10th house. Is maybe it's heading your way that you change your appearance in the outer world. That can be something like marriage as well. This can change your way how you are in your life, how you deal with your own beliefs, with your own communication. So that's heading your way. That's a lot of change in your life, and that's coming with the North Node heading into your 4th house, and that's coming with this changing your 4th house. And the North Node is like spirituality, showing you things that are not Aquarian, that are like Piscean ideas, right? And so heading into this, letting things go, that is something that is really showing up here as letting something go that is no longer serving you, and then be in exchange with other people, and to allow this Emperor, this is divine masculine, right? Allow this Emperor to come into your life and to show you that there is something else that is beautiful to experience, and that is a wish that you had in your life, and that you have to decide right now, because that's a choice you have to make. And to welcome this masculine in your life is something that is needed right now. And so stepping into your own freedom and exchanging with gratitude and grace, and allowing things to leave your life because they are not longer serving you. So that's coming up in your January, Sagittarius, and I think that's a interesting and challenging month for you, but it is promised that you will have the freedom that comes with your choices that you make to allow the masculine to enter your life, maybe again. You know, that's... And we go to Capricorn. Capricorn, we have the creator Earth, and that's beautiful because you are an Earth sign, right? What is this about? and how to create Earth. What is this about for Capricorn? And I would love to see this one. And this one, and this one. And this is like grounding your energy like into the earth, grounding and embodying whatever you want to experience in this lifetime. And it's moving forwards, right? It's leaving the wrong things behind. The fox is often about wrong timing or wrong things, wrong people, those things. And you leave it behind because that's the first card. And then we move through the divine feminine energy into the ship. So we are moving forwards and allowing life to flow through us and not to make something happen that is not happening. And so we are going into the North Node. And for you, this North Node will change signs and move into your third house. That's moving into Pisces. And it is about your way of communication, right? It's a way of communicating maybe your own needs and wants, and whatever that is that makes you happy and that keeps you away from the false beliefs or the false idea of love, because we come with Libra, that's about balance and love and all of those things. And maybe you stepped into different places where you tried to make things happen, but they didn't, because they were the wrong people, it was the wrong time, it was, you couldn't embody what you are here to embody. And that's a lot of femininity, that's a lot of beautiful energy to embody, right? And it's moving forwards because you're stepping into this place of the North Node where you allow yourself to step forwards into this. And the Mars retrograde is happening in your 8th house, so it is about your deepest wounds. It's about the hidden places in your life, and stepping into the 7th house, where Mars is in Cancer, and that's seeing the relationships that you had in your life, seeing the patterns that come with it, maybe even choosing the wrong people for yourself. And now it's moving forwards and it's finding its place and its balance, and you see wherever you can give and take at the same time. 9 of Pentacles is a beautiful card to receive the resources that you need and want, and to embody this divine feminine, and to create something that is embodied on the earth that is really beautiful. So Capricorn. And there may be something, you know, the fox comes often, sometimes life stinks. Maybe there is something that is hurting. And maybe there is someone in your life that is not, or that didn't treat you right, that wasn't in the right place in the right time, that wasn't the really right behavior, and you couldn't create in this place where you wanted to create. And so now it's speeding up, and we have a lot of speed in these cards. There is the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Swords is a speedy card, the journey of the ship is one, and the antelope is a creation card as well that really moves forward fast. So it will speed up for you, Capricorn, in January. And buckle up. So you are in the right place now. You can choose the right people, and you are in a balanced place right now where you can express yourself as you want to. So that's a good start. I would say that's a really good start. And we have Aquarius, external validation. So we'll see what this is about, Aquarius. And we have the axis of what did I want to say? Pluto and Mars we have in your first house, and it's Mars retrograde is in your 7th house. That brings a lot of issues in relationships, and this can be something that is difficult to handle, because now Pluto says, now who are you, right? This is now, it's transformation time. You went through Pluto in the 12th house, so that was transforming everything that was hidden before, and now it's in your first house. It will change you on a deep level, and Mars retrograde will walk through this area of your relationships and showing up where the places are where you are angry, where where relationships don't follow through anymore. It will head back into the 6th house. So to see this message that will come up, that will give you the opportunity to do something in working situations, but it will be connected to travel. So that's can be something. If you applied for something, this can be something that's heading your way where someone wants to have you. And so you have to move, maybe you have to relocate, but it's an external validation of your way of being, and it's maybe it is about, and that's beautiful, because it comes with collaboration and conjunction with alliance, and that's what Aquarius is about the collective, right? To be in collaboration. And in this combination, when Pluto moves through your sign, it wants to know who you are. And who are you in this place where you can allow others to be in alliance, because that's what not often an Aquarian would do. So they are just having the 30,000 feet view, but not wanting to be connected to people. And this is connecting you to people. And you get the validation because you are able to do this, and you are able to balance yourself out, and you balance your own emotions out. That's what comes with this Libra house. That's your 9th house, right? So, and the North Node is heading into your 2nd house, so it is about combination of getting resources from the unity mindset, from people that are giving to you, that are connected to higher realms, that are connected to their own emotions. And you have to let go for this. You have to let go the tendency to be in your mind all the time and to worry about things. And that's what this card is about too, right? The 4 of Pentacles is about worrying not to have enough. So you have to let that go. And you will get a chance in January, when this message is coming and when this shift is happening. You will get a message because there is something changing in your working life, and you will get the validation that you need right now to get into this place of balance and into this place of moving forwards, getting out of this idea that there is not enough for you. And we have the Wolf, and there you turn your knowledge into wisdom. And we have the Electric Eel, bring your ideas to life. So there is something, and maybe that's something what's heading your way as a message, where you had an idea and you can bring this in a different corporation, where you can get this into a job, where you can move them forwards because you have the ideas, and you can bring them to life, and you can get your knowledge in there, and to get them into, and to transform them into wisdom, to allow others to grow as well, right? And there is someone, and I think this is someone who is feeling this deeply, that you can do this for them, and so they will pay you for it. And I think that's where you need to work on right now, is to let this worry go, because that's a typical Aquarian thing, right? To worry about this, oh, there is not enough, and I have this idea and this idea and this idea and this idea. And that's stepping into the balance and allowing yourself to get the validation that you really supposed to have, because you are combining all of these beautiful things and you can move them into a place where it helps and serves other people. So that's beautiful. That's your time now, Aquarius. That's your time to step into this place where we create a new world, and that's your idea. That's coming with your ideas. So you are one of these. And last but not least, we have Pisces. And Pisces has a beautiful card, Collaboration of the Souls. That's what Pisces is about. And that's what the shift in the North Node into your house is about, because now the North Node will be in your sign, and that's where we are heading, in unity consciousness. That is the collaboration of the souls. That is perfectly fitting to you. And you have to face the Mars retrograde in your 6th house. You have to face it with Pluto in your 12th. So that will be a time where you have to find all the unconscious areas of your life where you hinder yourself, where you stand in your own way, instead of collaborating and stepping into the collaboration and the connection to other people. And that's what Pluto will do for you, because it will change you on a deep level. And that's the idea, and that's beautiful too, because that's the idea that having emotions and being in this place of receptivity is something that could be wrong, because maybe someone wronged you. Maybe someone told you that this is too emotional, or this is, and so you denied yourself to be in this place of receptivity and to be in this place of emotionality. And this is changing now. This is changing, because this shift will help you to step into the place where you where you have to investigate. And we have Scorpio card here too. You have to dive deep into your emotions to find yourself, to find your own place in the future. And you are the future, you know. As the North Node is entering your sign, it is heading from Aries to Pisces, and it is the future. This is where we are heading, and you have to investigate these places where you were wronged and where someone put you in a place where you are not supposed to be. That's okay to be on this soul level, to be connected to people, to be connected to other souls, and to allow yourself to feel whatever needs to be felt, and to move beyond these patterns that people put on you. This is the future of collaboration, and you are a big part of it. So that's a decision to step into this place, to the place of the North Node, to step into fulfillment that is coming with emotions, with overflow of emotions, and not to rationalize them, not to put them in different places, to keep your mind in check, not to tell you stories about the old stories, the old patterns, where someone put you in this place. But this is happening now. And this will happen, this will begin in January for you, Pisces, because that's the journey you are on right now. Yeah, beautiful. And learn from the past, yes. And allow yourself to see that something was done to you that was wrong. It wasn't true. It wasn't right. And it put you in a place where you couldn't deal with your own emotions. So allow yourself to see this and to learn from it. And to see the value in you and being this vast as you are, in this place where you can allow life to flow through you, and to be the ocean, and to be an active receiver, right? and not a doer, not an active doer? Can you allow yourself to step into this place of allowing you to investigate your emotions on a really, really, really deep level, and then embrace this moment in between, because that's where we are. The next year will be a year in between where we shift the nodes, where we step into the Pluto Aquarius themes, and this is a great start where we just can dive back into the emotions that come with the Leo Mars retrograde, that is not able to move forwards as it would, right? So it has to move backwards, it has to review, and it has to step back into the Cancer of your, it's your fifth house. It's your emotional, it's your inner child, you know. The fifth house is the Leo house. So it is now retrograding in your sixth house. It's about the places of your working place and your daily practices, but it walks back into your fifth house and confronts you with the places where you were treated in the wrong way and where you internalized a couple of things that are not true. So it's your choice to get your inner child out of there and to get into these collaborations and to allow yourself to step into the real you that you are. That's beautiful, and that's a beautiful start for this new year. And so that's it. And I thank you so much for staying here with me and for allowing me to read to you. And we'll see that that was fun and a short message for every single sign, and hopefully you enjoyed. And if you do, you like and subscribe and hit this little bell icon or whatever was needed to help this channel to grow. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. Thank you. And I see you soon.